Be more for be more.
Yeah. All right, we live. Let's go.
I was born of the 42 ideals of my aunt. My mother is nature. My father is time. I am a Neski queen.
All right, we are back with another episode of Be More Mindful podcast. Today is August the 8th, 2024. Before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to Victor CEO. Happy birthday. Happy solar return, King. I hope you're enjoying your day. With all that and the specialness of today, we're definitely in for a show. I have a guest on today whom I just recently met, but the vibe is awesome. The vibe is awesome. With this young man. And he did some music. He got a lot to offer as far as an artist, but he also has even more to offer with his words of wisdom and the passion behind why he does what he does. So, for those of you who've never joined us before, if you want to just pay attention to the words scrolling across the bottom of the screen, those are our expectations for the show. And if you can handle those four letters LOVE, then you'll be sure to enjoy everything that's going on. I'm gonna jump right into it because I'm so excited. I really have butterflies. I'm excited about this young fella, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for him. So to everyone, I present to y'all artist, hip hop artist, no cap. How you doing today?
So, how's everybody doing today? It is your boy, that no cat. Very psyched to be here and on the show. First time really doing this, but like we doing it. Like we here, so you know what I mean? We here. It's a lot for me. Really, it's a lot.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, this life.
Just want to thank you for having me on the
You
show.
welcome. This life you gotta live it. Hey, it's gonna be a lot of new things in life. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta live it. So not no cap. I met you at a open. Well, I was invited to it as an open mic. Come to find out it was a showcase.
Yeah.
Showcase presented by Purple Wall Street. Shout out to them, Shelly D and her team and what she's doing. And you performed. I'll be honest with you. I was around a lot of gangsters, so I couldn't let my tears out. You had me wanting to just, you know what I mean, just let a lot of things out, through your music, your words, and what you were saying, and it was like you was teaching at the same time you were, healing it, and I just want to know with everything that you do, how does that help you personally, with any social or mental challenges that you come up with life as far as creating your music?
Uh,
Uh,
it helps me in a lot of ways. One, it helps me to connect with people, not just in my inner circle, but through a broader circle. It helps me to realize my potential as a person, as a human being, as a super being, as whatever, whatever I am. So much more than I know what I am.
oh
It's a
wow.
lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot. It's a
No,
lot.
listen, I get it. I feel it. I feel it. You definitely see. I'm not even trying to go there, but we might as well. That's what the show is about. Let's get deep. Like I hear it in your music. You feel like that everything that you're going through, everything you've been through, you feel like somehow is a part of your purpose. And so with that, you know, you in turn give it, with the passion and understanding like this was for you. This is what you were meant to do. This is what you were meant to say. And the people that you touch, these are the people that you were mean to touch.
Yeah, like
Am I?
yo, it's like all divine. Like this is it's all divine. I, not only like like I'm gonna say not only in like let's say human terms, but in like universal terms, like it helps me to connect to me on a deeper level and to the universe and God. So
Yeah.
it's pretty trippy. When
Yeah.
I hear some of my music, I go back and listen. I'm like, yo, is this God talking to me? Is
Yeah.
God singing to me through me to me? And
Yeah.
I really come to the conclusion, like, you know what, and what I believe, like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And that's a lot, and people will think that you're crazy. Some people will disagree with you or just try to like go against your belief. It's like how you see it, perspective, life, because like God, He lives through everybody through different perspectives. He's having a human experience.
Right.
God is all things and everything and nothing all at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that being said, yeah, it gets crazy. It gets crazy sometimes, and like making. I've been doing this. I've been making music for like 6, 7 years now,
Okay.
and I didn't start taking it serious until I came home from prison. Actually, in 21. I mean, in 2020, and yeah, it's been 4 years.
Mm.
And like just from going to the studio to keep on going, keep on making songs, keep on going out to open mics. Well, not really going out to open mics, but just putting myself out there, finding spots to go, building and networking, establishing, cultivating a community. I feel like I do that anyway as a person, especially like on the job site, like multiple jobs that I've had. Like I've always like cultivated my own community within the community, and it was I don't know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I
like
understand.
connect on a level like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You definitely, not to cut you off. You definitely see the reason why I can identify, because I definitely feel that way. Even with this podcast, as we speak, I've been playing around with the mics, trying to I don't have echo cancellation on this round, so when I go back and watch, I'm gonna see how that goes, because I'm trying to get the road side. I'm trying to build. I promised my audience they will watch me grow, and they have, and they will, and they will continue to see even more growth. But that way to understand when you say, you've always had the persona of being able to have people gravitate to you, or be able to have, create, like you said, a cultivated community. But
right,
when you're doing it with an a intended purpose, that you feel compelled, like you wake up and sleep with this, this is your whole everything is built on you doing this for a specific, enlightenment, like you say, is divine, because the things that you've been doing now is done with a different mindset, a brighter, more positive, different mindset. You understand, like, this is ordained, or this was nothing is coincidence. I don't. Prime example, you and I meeting. I got there thinking I was going to sign up for open mic and do some poetry. I mean, and I got invited by my cousin Shay, and she came to support one of the other artists, was her coworker.
right,
So, and then once I walked through the door and saw it was Shelly D, I've been a fan of Shelly D. I've met Shelly D. The first time I seen her perform was when she performed at the first all girls cipher presented by Jazzy B. This was what, probably 2020, 2021. It was released New Year's, and so I was became a fan of her. Sort of, immediately walking in the door saying this was her event. I was just like, oh yeah. This is deep. Like, I know I'm pretty sure she won't let me get on. But then as I'm talking to her, she's like, oh no, this was like a sign up and tickets. This is a showcase, which is two different dynamics, from the performance, standpoint. And
right.
so it's just like, well, shoot, I kicked back, and the artist was just giving it. Then it seemed my heart, thank God, I seen Baltimore Bastard. That's why, man, she knows I'm definitely one of her fans for real. Been following her since about 2019 to 2020. About time you've been doing music. And so see, that's that do not disturb I was telling you about. But yeah, I seen her there. So then I'm like, wow, I'm even feeling even more. So I'm like thinking, well, maybe my purpose here is to see her. whole time when you get up, you know what I mean? Then a Katie walked through the door. I just had him on. When you got up and you did your song, I was like, that's why I'm here. I came specifically just for that moment, that experience, and to get to this point where we're at now, where you're on my show. So I get the heavy. You know what I mean? Like it's deep, it's heavy. I respect it.
I learned things take time too, and to control like my temper because I've always had a temper and I've been very short tempered. Will piss me off really quickly. Like, just oh my Jesus, just like dumb stuff will piss me off, semi right. So I've learned a lot of patience, and like my time, our time is not God's time, and it's different. You feel what I'm saying? And like I've seen personally can attest because I have these experiences that like when it happens, I think of everything that I've been through, what I've been doing to get up to this point. I'm like, okay, now I see why. Okay, so and just that alone, just thinking about all that alone, is a lot. Let alone my artistry, what's to come, but just that alone, it's a lot. It's
Right,
a lot.
right, right. It
And
is. It is. It is.
it's,
It is. It is. And it can be heavy. Like I said, it can but when you have a purpose and you become passionate about that purpose, it's sort of like you kind of like get on this train that is going in that one direction, and it's not taking it's not going to stop. You know what I mean? It's not going to reverse. It's taking off, and it's
yeah, the
going, and
music
that
train don't
passion
never
is
stop
driving.
going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Once you get on, you on,
yeah.
and you on. Like once you get on, you on, and then it's like it don't never stop going. So
Yep, yep. And the train ride becomes a roller coaster. Even you have your ups and you have your downs. You know what I'm saying? But you still try to, you still maintain your purpose. You maintain your mind. Your focus is, the ultimate purpose. And that fuels you. That fuels you. That actually is a good segue to our show topic. Um, everyone who's familiar with the show, is aware that about a week before the show, I'll post the flyer with our guests and what episode, the episode title. And on the flyer, I'll have a quote. And that quote is, the point of this segment's
yes,
conversation. So, we're episode 21, uh, part one of turning pain into passion. And my guest here, not no cap. We're going to sit here and think about this quote by Albert Camus. It says, there is scarcely any passion without struggle. All right. Albert
oh
said, there
yeah,
is scarcely any passion without struggle. And that quote, man, that thing hit me in the gut because I've thought about the times where I have been the most passionate in my art, in my creating. It was 9 times out of 10 at a time where I was just, that's all I had. I had nothing. I was struggling. I was, sometimes I was writing just because that was the last bit of hope I had to bring myself out of whatever depression or darkness that I was going through. It's like, but out of that, comes like this living work of art, and so that, what I mean, Albert, I felt like, man, boy, you went somewhere with that. What you think? What you think?
I definitely agree with that, and it's crazy because I just saw somebody like 7 years ago when I was working. I just started working and shit, getting out here, just started working. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Instead of being in the streets and not being a bum. You know what I'm saying? I was working and shit. So yeah, he was like, bro, you can definitely hear your struggle. That's crazy. Like you can definitely hear your struggle in your music. Like I definitely hear it. And then like, yeah, I'm so passionate. I ain't gonna really feel those type of emotions or allow myself to feel those type of emotions right now, but it's a lot. And I'm definitely passionate about this. Like, just get my music out there, creating a brand, you know what I'm saying? And then going off and then doing something else. Still attached. Be still everything will be attached. to itself. And you know, and I want everything to come around full circle. That way everybody can know me, you know, and know like like whatever you want to do, bro, just put your mind to it. Like, and there's power in never giving up. Like, it like just keep going, keep going. If you fall, get back up. I've done fall plenty of times and all day, like broke down, crying, just listening to a beat or a beat came across my or my song just in my mind, really just thinking about how really bad I was and how much I know, like how much people value my music, like, and that brings even more value to what I do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So whatever you want to do, you gotta keep going. You gotta get back up. You gotta keep going,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you'll be okay. Like you stay away from the negativity. You know, fill yourself, circle with positivity. People that
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
you
I
want
agree.
you inspire to be like, and people that are doing the stuff that help you learn and get to where you at, and then at the same time you helping them at the same time. So it's like everybody wins. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing things with positive intent and purpose, everybody's going to eat.
Right. Yeah,
Everybody.
I totally agree. That's one of the things I think we fool ourselves with is that or we and part of it to me is the system. You know what I mean? Part of it to me is the system. They make us live in fear. You know what I'm saying? That we're going to go without or not have. And one of the things I recently come to experience, which helps me, deal with my worries and concerns, is that if you really think about it, right? Anyone who can sit and reflect over their time in life, or even especially their struggles, your needs are met. Somehow you seem to get your basic needs enough to make it through to the next day. So I use that reflection, that concept, not so much to be looking in the past, but so much just to empower me for my thoughts going forward, that, or even now, like, hey, I've been down before, I've come out, I've been able to make sure that, nonetheless the bare minimum has been met. And whether it's been given or gotten, however it has come to me, I have been able to maintain that. And so I think we get in the mindset of being living in anxiety and fear of running out and not having so much that we're willing to hurt our brethren over it, or still jealous, be envious, and cause pain. And we don't even know it's just really our mindset. It's our mindset. We really are blessed with all the things we need daily, on a daily basis. We make it every day. We wake up, we've made it through a day that our needs were met. Man, our stomachs may not be full, but I'm pretty sure we've been fed. And truth be told, I've gone a day or two without eating and I haven't died. I've been grateful enough to make that my body's been nourished enough to handle itself until I can get to the next meal. So yeah, it's like little stuff like that. You had said something, and I wanted to reflect on it when you mentioned about struggle, and you were
Yeah,
saying creating. That's what it was.
there's
When you said
definitely
you creating out of struggle, I get a sense of, from your music, when I'm listening to it, I get a sense of like there was an initial pain or struggle, or concerning, and you were able to take that and bring light to it. You didn't continue to push on down and make like your music is uplifting, even though there's some strong topics you talk about some some deep stuff. And depending on how strong you are mentally, you can end up burying yourself in some bad thoughts. But the way you present it in the music is that you give it a reason to lift your head up, give it an uplifting thing. And that's where I wanted to reflect off. Do you think that your struggle causes you to love more?
yeah, and connect more because like say like what I go through, right? Somebody else that has been struggling, I can connect, I can relate to them because oh yeah, yeah, there's been times, you feel me, or I had to sleep on concrete in jail. I've been locked up, you feel me? Shit was crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I grew up without my mother. I grew up without my father. Like, I still remember the day my dad walked away from me.
Mm.
No tussle in my head, and he walked away. I don't know why he did what he did. I mean, I can go see him many times now, but I don't know why he did what he did. But I kind of later in life found out like he was fucked up. Like what happened to my grandmother? Like she was murdered, and yo walked in on that shit, and like my grandmother was all that my dad had for real. And after that happened, like my dad just kind of couldn't get back right. So yeah, like there's a lot of shit. Like there's a lot of shit. When I say there's a lot of shit, like there's a lot of shit. Like yo, and
Yeah, yeah. That's why you know, that's what I said about the conversation. Because when you sit, and it's something about hearing, you know, for me, when I hear what other people go through, it kind of humbles me to my own experiences. Because, mind you, when you're going through stuff, you feel like this is it, this is the end of the world. You're the only one that's going through it. But for me, then I'll listen to someone else's story and not experience that, and then it could be heartbreaking to think that someone had to experience something much worse than that. It makes me humble myself and be grateful for the things that I have been through because I hadn't experienced that thing, thank God. And so I think that creates an amount of empathy and compassion that we need to redevelop in our culture and our community. Because when you're with someone that you have empathy for, you're less likely to hurt them because you already empathizing with the pain they've already been through. And more importantly, also, you're more should feel more pressed to help and assist them, or y'all assist each other because like you say, the vibe, stuff is contagious. So positive and healing vibes are contagious. When people hear your music, you know what I mean, you are sending your healing out to them, and I've seen people come up to you, witness people come up to you and just say, "Man, I needed that. Like that song right there touched me." I've witnessed for myself, so I can sit here and definitely say, "Not no cat." You know what I'm saying? What you saying is definitely fact. And it's like that's that's a to me that's a gift. Healing is
yeah,
a gift.
and I
Everyone does
just
not have the power to heal.
I and you know what, yo, that's crazy that you
I'm
saying
gonna be the
this
one that
because
said I don't.
that's
It's,
crazy that you saying this because, bro, I always thought right I had special healing abilities. I thought I was tripping, right?
yes,
Yo, yo, I kid you not.
yes. Healing
Man,
is a
I did
gift.
I did some shit with these hands that bro, yo, I really like bro, I really healed some shit. Like
Yeah.
one day, right, my dog got bro, not my dog, my mother's dog got ran over, right? Yo,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like make long story short, he was hurt, whatever. So I went in there and I really still believed in my heart deep down that like bro, I really do have healing abilities. So I did that shit again.
Right.
I did that shit
Right.
again. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just to see,
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm not crazy. Like, bro, I've done
No.
this shit.
No.
Like, bro. So next day, you feel me? I'll do what I do. The next day, right? Oh, come out jumping, barking and shit. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like nothing had ever happened to him.
Wow.
So
See,
yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, like that shit, yeah.
I don't know why people get this is what, and mind you, I'm a respecter of all religions. I do not constrict myself to one particular religion. So therefore I respect all religions. And so, when it comes to Christianity, right, I
Oh no,
always
I wouldn't say I'm Christian. I'm
No, no, no. I'm
spiritual.
not saying you are.
Oh,
This is something that I find. This is something that I find intriguing. My curiosity goes with Christian when Christianity, right? They speak of
yeah.
miracles, and they teach you these stories in the Bible where they tell stories of miracles happening. But yet, in today's time, if someone was to say something like what you just said. Like you said, you trying to verify your sanity because the majority of the people that you would tell that story to would hear that would be like think like, oh, you crazy. But it just also just shows
Yeah.
that in certain religions, you speak of these phenomenals happening. What makes us think that these things supposed to have stopped? Like these moments and these miracles no longer exist. So I was saying that to like you're good. You don't have to check your sanity with me. I believe in phenomenal because
Yeah, I believe in all
you
that.
wake up. That's phenomenal
Spiritual
enough for me.
powers and all that. I believe in all that. I believe you gotta think about it. You got to think about it. You have to think about it. We live in a infinite universe.
Yes.
If you look at the world, look at this, look at where you at, zoom out all the way out. Oh my goodness, think about it. Infinite
Yeah.
possibilities. So like what? And then like bro, like yo, I read the Bible. Like yeah, there are contradictions, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But
Right.
I got what I needed to get from that.
Right. Yeah.
Like
For the
love
most
is
part.
most important. You feel what I'm saying? Loving yourself and loving your creator, and then loving all that he brings you for real, and just being grateful. You feel what I'm saying? All that is most important. And like, bro, there are special abilities and spiritual gifts that people have.
Oh, I agree.
Um, and sometimes I be thinking I'm crazy. People be saying, "Oh no, you need to go see a therapist." Like, no, because like that they already got a system for that. For people,
Right.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm very woke. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, what's going on? Like, so it's very hard because a lot of people, especially like I would say, like when I used to be peers, but I don't hang around no more because like you only gonna go as far as you hang around. If I'm hanging around bums, people that really don't want to do shit, they fuck you think I'm gonna do?
Nothing.
No,
Like that.
so I'm just gonna be by myself, do my thing, because I know my thing is going to get me where I need to be.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's where loving yourself comes in. Like, you
Exactly.
love people enough to be like, all right, you know what, nah, bro, and you love yourself to be like, I'm going to focus on what I need to do. You feel me? I'll come back and holler at you, and I got everything straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
it. That's it.
Like,
That's it.
and for you giving me confirmation about that, yeah,
That's what's up. Yeah, look, and that's crazy because that opens up for the next segment, right? And as y'all all know, even with the therapy, I recommend therapy, but not for people that, not phenomenals. I think therapy is for people who need, when you need to talk to someone and you need to figure it out, and you don't have all the tools yourself to figure it out. So that's what I, recommend therapy for. I've never been ashamed to say that because I've had a therapist a couple of times, but it was never to verify if I was
miss
insane
my
or
therapist actually, John.
but with that being said, we could get ready to go into the next part of our show, which I like to call experts versus experience. That's why that was a perfect segue for it because, we have these people out here, spend the money in school. They go get these letters behind their names, and we're supposed to go to them for them to tell us, information on our lives and I don't claim that I don't have no major letters behind my name, but I have been through some things, and I've never been ashamed to say it. I've always been transparent. I've been clinically diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, anxiety disorder, and bipolar disorder. So, I've been around, been through some things. I've been on both sides of the fence, and sometimes I just feel as though what they say. I be wondering, do it really apply to our lives? My experiences, sometimes is contradicting with what it said. So in this segment, I always grab a article or something that I can find that I find I'll read on the subject. And this time I found an article and what was I reading? It's online. I forgot. Oh my, I don't have the actual title of the subject. I do know it was written by a heart doctor. He wrote a commentary. All right, on pain. the sensation of pain, and he's a heart doctor. And the main portion of the article was really geared towards speaking about opioids, how opioids and their effect on pain, and their the whole process with that. And the title of it is pain a sensation or an emotion? Okay, and this was published March the 16th, 2019. Now, definitely, it was in the New York Times. It was the New York Times, so that's what was extra interesting to me. Okay, so because New York Times is a very popular newspaper, people tend to read it from all over, despite just being geared towards New York Times. So anyway, getting into the article, like I said, it starts mostly talking about opioids, the strength of them versus for the physical effects, and it was also speaking of the mental effects. Even getting addicted to opioids and all this. And all this is based off of pain, right? It says in a paragraph, there is also an incredibly strong association between pain and mental health. Conditions like depression and anxiety greatly increase the chance of developing chronic pain, while patients who experience pain are at high risk of developing depression or anxiety. This vicious cycle is partly a result of the fact that there is considerable overlap in the areas of the brain that deal with pain and emotion. It was like, I read the article, but that particular, paragraph I wanted to, pull out, because again, we're talking about turning pain into passion, right? And
Yeah.
I always learn something new. I love learning stuff. I never knew that the areas of the brain for pain overlaps, with the for emotion. I would have, if you would have asked me, I would have thought they was just the same area for real. I didn't, but that I found to be very interesting, and especially with the sense of, like they said, is very much associated with depression. Pain is very much associated with depression and chronic things. And I think about that, like, think about it. When you're really feeling down, you're feeling really down, you start to feel like your body start to get sleepy, you lose your appetite, like, things is going on. And I've noticed, even when I am trying to keep from being depressed, I tend to work a lot to try to keep my mind going and staying busy. But what I do all that, I actually end up being, I feel myself with more body pain, more muscle pain, right? And so when I read that article, it made me think about it, like, like how I'm trying to channel, that sadness, that emotion, and that I may actually eat, maybe just, restricting it to my physical, giving myself more pain instead of finding a way to release it, maybe even talk about it, maybe even right, find out what it is that's having me down and fixing it coming to a solution, instead of just working, because I'm 43. I throw boxes on that truck all day. Sometimes I ain't got it, and then I'm all hurt and broke up, for a day or two. So it made me think about that, that we might need to analyze. We might need to be more mindful about our pain. Are we in pain because we hurt ourselves physically, or are we digressing or suppressing? Are we suppressing, some type of negative emotions and causing our body to suffer physically? I mean, what you think? That was kind of like, I think at that particular doctor, he kind of might have been going somewhere with that.
Uh, I think a lot of men, if they're smart, like if you do it the smart way, like you think with your brain, you suppress a lot of shit. Let shit go. Some shit to get to you, but it's like, bro, if you believe in God, you believe, no, He got you. Like straight like that.
Right.
If you don't believe in your God, if you don't believe in God, believe in yourself,
Mm.
and know that you got you.
That was poetry right there.
Oh, I think a lot of men also kind of react on their emotions with anger, rage, um, disrespect, I guess, like rudeness. You know what I'm saying? Toughness, stuff like that. And that's because I feel like it's more of emotional things going on with them than the person thinking with their brain. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, man, like me personally, it's like, how the fuck do I give back? How can I give back to, even though me and my mother might have the best relationship, we live in the same house. Even though time is catching up to my grandfather, and knowing that it's just gonna be like me. I'm gonna have people in my life, but at the end of the day, it's just gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? So, because I've been with my grandfather since 3.5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. That's where I turn pain, anger into passion. That's you channel that shit, and then you feel it. So that's when it becomes an emotion. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can feel that shit. Like just like you can feel getting hit in your mouth, you can feel passion. Like you can feel that, or just feel like you can break your leg. Like you can feel that. You can channel that shit. This is what they don't talk about. But it really all depends on the person and who they're listening to, who they hang around, and really what they want for themselves. When it comes down to it,
Yeah, yeah. I
if you
totally
want to
agree. I
grow, if you
totally
want to
agree.
learn, tap
Yeah,
in, get out there. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's a lot of stuff. Like yeah, you can definitely you channel it. You see, there's a lot right there. Yeah, there's a lot. Like yeah, there's a lot, and yeah, yo, I put all this shit into my music. That's what I want to do. So I don't got no manager. It's really me. So I'm just
Right,
doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And I know if I just keep doing it and don't give up, something will happen.
It will. It will. You keep living.
So
Yeah, you keep living. Keep doing. Don't give up. Listen. And for those you don't know, you definitely we locked in. You will be performing at the season finale, October the 5th, um, 1 to
that
5.
yeah,
You guys, it's all over Instagram. Go on Eventbrite, pull up 4 authors, tap in. This is going to be a season finale like no other. If you've ever had a 4 authors experience, then you know what you in for. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you come and get some of this passion that he's talking about. I promise you won't be disappointed. Not No Cap will be performing at my season finale for 24, along with Lil Zay Zay. We got some other artists. Tapped in. This is a event brought to you along with Northwest Wellness Project, Mr. All or Nothing, Extravagant Dad. So you know this is Be More Rap Review. This event is going to be an experience of a lifetime. So I advise you. Early bird tickets are on sale now. I advise everybody go on the bio, click the link on the Instagram, get your tickets now because this is definitely gonna be
big.
talked about. Definitely gonna be talked about. So I enjoy it, man. Listen, you make it sound easy, but it is. You know, if you really like you say, channel it. Take that pain instead of creating more pain, create passion. You know, same way hurt beget hurt, love can beget love, healing can heal. You know, and I think we really, as a city, and just all over, period, not just in my city, in all cities in our culture, period. We have to get to a point where we are seeking to be healed. We need to be healed. It's okay to understand that we've been hurt. But can we get past the hurt and get to the point where we're seeking healing? Because what happens is if you don't channel that pain into passion, that pain is going to be channeled into destruction. And it's going to go from self destruction and it's going to start destroying everything around you in your environment. So with that being said, we're gonna definitely close out. This was a great show for me. I can't wait to watch the playback. Um, and definitely check on the sound. Just to let everyone know that you will continue to see Be More Mindful podcast grow. We're looking into getting some more equipment, looking to get into some engineers. Hopefully, I'll be then locked in with a studio somewhere. But I can't do it without y'all support. So I ask that all y'all please like, subscribe,
Happen.
check in, tap in, all that, comment, help me grow. I don't have that tree planted on that logo for nothing. Help me grow, and I'm going to make sure we all grow together. All right, so we're gonna get ready for my mindful thought of the evening. My mindful thought of the evening is really simple, to be honest, mainly because this is a quote, and I don't have two, I have one. This is a quote that I tend to say a lot in my life, and I'm from the '90s, and it's a quote by DMX, right? I'm from the '90s, and this song "Slippin'" has always been one of my go-to songs when I'm in a certain mindset, and I need to be, I need to heal, I need to come out. But in the beginning of that song, DMX says, "To live is to suffer. To survive, well, that's to find meaning in the suffering." And my mindful thought is this: if you are surviving, if you are living, and you are suffering, right? You are in a position to be a light for someone else. So embrace it. Embrace the suffering, because what's going to happen is you're going to come out. You're going to come out. Whatever it is you're going through, you're going to come out. And truth be told, you may go back into something else. But guess what? You're going to come out. And you might end up going back into something else. My car done broke down 3 times in 45 days. But I'm living. I get up every morning. I'm breathing and I push. I strive. My alternator came today. Been waiting 2-3 days. I'm pushing. You know why? Because I want to define the meaning of my suffering through my life. And not only am I going to define it, I'm going to do it with purpose, and I'm going to do it with passion. So I hope y'all join me. I hope y'all join me. All right. With that being said, not no cap. Please give the world your mindful thought so we can get out of here. And make sure you tell everyone where they can follow you, how they can support you, and what's next.
All right. Yo. Y'all can follow me at Not No Cat. It's right there. All platforms. All cats. 2 P's. My mindful thought of the day. I ain't gonna lie, yo. If it takes just you get in there and do it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got people in your life that are willing, that feel you, that resonate, come with you, that are willing to help you, help them people too. They gonna help you. You gotta really think about like you a foreign village. Feel like you come to you a foreigner for real. You come to fucking whatever your rank is. Whatever, just imagine your rank. You know what I'm saying? And you come through. You feel me? Like, and people are good people. But you need help. You feel me? They can help you. You feel me? But they need help too. All you gotta do is help them. You know, and get to know them. Like, don't do it because like, oh, I need this. Man, when you help people, get to know them, connect with them. That way, there will always be love. There will always be something right there, and there will always be something right there. So, like, that's like the perfect way I can put that shit. Bro. If I had, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. And and all the pain, all the anger, all the suffering in the past, turn that shit and let that shit fuel you into what you want to do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like heal people. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can really do. You guys are capable of whatever you want to put your mind to. So you gotta do that shit. It's a lot. You feel me? It's a lot of energy. That's why that shit make me cry. But don't mind me.
Yeah, listen, that's what
But yo,
listen, that's what I'm telling you, passionate and you sincere and you genuine and I love it. I love it. And I can't wait for the world to love you as much as I do because you giving your all and I'm telling you, you're gonna have some moments. Just know I'm here. You got my number. Call me. I'm here for you. I'm one of the people that you can call on. If I can help you, I'm gonna help you. You know what I mean? Because your growth is gonna help my growth, and we're gonna grow together. And that's really what it's all about. We have to be more mindful. We not we we don't have to be alone. We just gotta make sure we surround ourselves with the right people. Okay?
mhm.
You
Yeah,
know? So that's it for the show. I appreciate everyone who is tuned in, tapped in. If you didn't get to catch the full episode, make sure you run it back. Share it, let somebody else hear. I know it's something in here for somebody because I'm gonna run it back. I know it's something that's in here for me that I need to definitely feed off of, and I'm gonna probably share it, and you know what I mean, because that's what I do when I'm by myself. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you, not no cap. You guys, it's on and popping. October the 5th. It's official. 2024 season finale of Be More Mindful podcast. Has been a year, and I've had about 20 amazing guests. We're going to have them all back. Some going to be on the panel. Some going to perform. This is going to be a therapeutic experience of a lifetime right here. Brought to you by yours truly. I'm your girl, Aneski Anna Comsett. Aneski literally means she belongs to me. I thank y'all for having me. Not no cap. I
that's
love you, sweetheart. Hey, I see you soon. I'm
love you,
out.
darling.